I have a dilemma. I have a serious dilemma. I'm struggling as of late to find the enjoyment in Path of Exile. I have been doing nonstop Path of Exile content for probably at least the last 2 months. And don't get me wrong, I really feel like Path of Exile is a very good game. But with my lifestyle, and I work full time and I make content, part time on the side, obviously I would love to make that change, flip flop those roles. But with that being said, I don't know how deep and how far I can ever really get into Path of Exile. There is so much that comes when you play Path of Exile. If you've ever loaded it up, you know that the beginning of the game is a lot of fun. The end of the game is a lot of fun. The game is actually a lot of fun. There's so much to do. There's Blight, there's, Breach, there's all these other different things, all these mini games inside of the game. And then the new events like Krangled. Krangled is a lot of, well, let me take that back. Krangled, it was cool for the first day, and then you start, getting into it a little bit further, and you realize that like you can only push your limits so far with Krangled. So then it makes getting to the higher levels very difficult. I personally don't have that amount of time, and it makes me sad. It really does. I want to bring you guys good content, but I also want to bring you guys content that's relevant. And with a game like Path of Exile, I just don't really feel like I personally can bring you guys what you need. So, with that being said, I know that my Path of Exile followers are going to be very upset at me, but I feel like we need to be diving into more of like Diablo 4. Diablo 4, yes, there are so many things bad with Diablo 4, but there's also a lot of good things. One of the things that I really am starting to enjoy is actually the simplicity. A lot of people are like me, where you have only a certain amount of hours of each day, or even a certain amount of hours each week, that you can load up a game and you can play the game, right? Let me know in the comments. If you guys struggle with this, let me know in the comments. Because I want to know. I want to get your guys' feedback. I don't want to just come in here and be like, boom, this is what we're doing. Boom, this is how I feel. I mean, yes, this is how I feel, but I also care about you guys, and I want to make sure that you guys know that I want to bring you the best content. In a game like Diablo 4, where it's not so, dependent on playing hours and hours and hours and having the perfect build, because it happens. You get the perfect build, you get to the end game, you run the maps, and you have a lot of fun. But what happens if you don't have that set amount of time in order to do it? I mean, yes, you need to learn the game. Yes, you get quicker at everything that you do, but it's very difficult for me. So, whenever I play a video game, I want to load up a game. I want to just go in there and I want to slash and hack and spin around and watch everything blow up. And unfortunately, right now, Diablo 4 has that. It really does. And like I said, the simplicity, yes, you can run different builds, you can run different things. You don't have as much, that you can really do per se, but it still has a little inkling of that factor that you can tweak around this a little bit, and you can tweak this a little bit. And I just feel like in my overall experience, I feel like Diablo 4 is probably the better bet. Another game that I've been really, really itching to play, but I haven't done it yet because, I wasn't sure how you guys were going to respond to it, was World of Warcraft. I used to love that game. I used to play it. I've streamed it a couple times, but I was kind of nervous to even load it up because I don't want you guys, to get weird on me. You know what I'm saying? So, that's another one. And I would really like to just kind of hone down to maybe like 1 or 2 games that like I could play and really kind of get good at. You know what I mean? And I really feel like with Diablo 4 that I could put in the amount of hours that I put in as I did with Path of Exile, and I feel like I could really get probably pretty good at Diablo 4. And the same thing with World of Warcraft. I know that there's so much that you can do there, but I really feel like with my amount of time that I could actually step it up and maybe even teach you guys something one day. It's just going down this path of playing Path of Exile this day and trying to really grab a hold of everything. I just don't feel like it's really possible right now. Now when Path of Exile 2 comes out, I feel like that might be a different story because everybody will be starting at the same spot. You know what I mean? Everybody will be starting at the same spot. I won't be as far behind as everybody, and I'll be able to progress and put in the hours as everybody else is. And just right now, I just feel like I'm constantly playing catch up. And there's just so much. There is so much, guys. And you know, when you play video games, some people might like to have a spreadsheet beside you. I literally, when I load up Path of Exile, I have to have 4 different screens. That's a lot. That's a lot. And then I'm finding myself where I'm in town majority of the time and I'm not even mapping or not even farming or not even playing the game because I'm trying to figure out what resist I need to do here. And once you change that resist, you need to fix this and you need to fix that. And then you need to buy another piece of gear and you need to fix everything. And I'm not playing the game. I'm building the character, which yes is a part of the game, is building the character. I 100% understand that concept, but I don't have the hours to do that. And I feel like a lot of you guys, because I've been reading some comments and I've been talking to some people on the side, and I feel like a lot of you guys are running into that same boat. So why don't we shift gears a little bit? Come hang out with me, hit like, subscribe, notification bell, and let's dive into a lot more Diablo 4. Let's do it, guys. Now, I know that I'm going to get a lot of comments saying D4 bad, D4 bad. And I'm not saying that D4 is the best, but I'm saying that Blizzard has been showing improvements, and Season 2 actually is not as bad as what a lot of people may think. It's a normal ARPG where it has its seasons. You play your season. Once you have enough of your season, people usually quit the game. And then once the new season comes out, they play it again. I'm learning that is the normal thing to do. Now, with that in mind, we need to find a game that we can put in the middle of it. Now, I'm not saying that I'm done with Path of Exile completely. The new league, next league, I will most likely try it. I will most likely see how far I can go. But with this specific league, I think I'm done. I think I'm done with Path of Exile right now. And I want to venture into D4 and maybe dabble into a couple other games. So hopefully you guys understand, hopefully you guys are cool with it, and hopefully you all hit that like button, subscribe, notification bell. We do go live every weekend on Twitch, and that's another thing is I'm really thinking about only going live on Twitch. So if you guys haven't followed over there, you need to make sure you go do that. Hopefully I didn't bore you to death, guys. Hopefully you enjoyed this video, and I will see you guys all tomorrow on our next video. I don't know what it's going to be yet, but you know, that's why I have 24 hours to figure it out. All right, guys. I love you. Have a great rest of your day, and let's go.